Yeah.
Another batch of reinforcements just headed down from the roof.
It's gonna suck if I can do it this way.
Looks like they're taking up defensive positions around a mobile command post topside.
If they've got a command station, you should pull data from it.
Download initiated.
Bro, my drone could get into my fucking way. I know you see me popping off right now.
Complete.
I hit my wiggle for you. I hit my wiggle. At the AA-12 with the switch on it. I died.
System back online.
It's all 3 priority targets down for the count.
Reinforcements entering the building on the ground floor.
Roger that. Agent, you're gonna have your hands full.
You gotta hit the wiggle.
System malfunctioning.
Hit him with a fucking pistol. That died there. Wow.
Agent killed. System back online. Download initiated. Activated.
Say killed me. Gotta wiggle again. How can you shoot me when I'm hitting you in the fucking eye?
Medical assistance needed. System restored.
This nigga in the eye, baby. That bush out of here. Man.
All three priority
Yeah,
targets
but I
down to the
mean,
count.
Reinforcements entering the building on the ground floor.
Roger that. Agent, you're gonna have your hands full.
shit out of here, fat nigga. Oh shit.
All clear. Black Tusk appears to have abandoned the location.
Hands on it, all hell will break loose. So that should be your next target.
Try to speed run this one.
Black Tusk are going after the Shade node. If they get to it, just get in there and stop them.
Malfunctioning. System activated. Warning. Unauthorized network access detected.
Damn, they've already reached the Shade node. Get there as fast as you can.
See, I'm just snapping onto them like, holy shit.
Back online.
They were trying to access the Shade database. Hope you stopped them in time.
Hate to interrupt, but there's another helicopter inbound. Looks like Black Tusk reinforcements.
Yes.
Malfunctioning. Serious trauma detected.
I know you seen that bullshit. I know you seen that bullshit. Like, this game just be trying to bullshit me. I don't allow it to, though.
System disrupted. System reactivated. System malfunctioning. System System back online. System malfunctioning. System.
And the only reason that I'm playing this is because it's 3 times XP right now, so I'm trying to get like all my levels and shit. Like this is like the best pastime game. Like if you want to just pass time, like just make like a whole day go by, just play this.
System. System reactivated.
access to any sensitive data, but I think we're okay. Good work in there.
2015, the Dylan Wanda Group bought Legendary Pictures for $3.5 billion. With that, there were some changes to be had, even to existing projects like Pacific Rim 2. I'm not going to complain about China having a more prominent role in the sequel. Pacific Rim only got a sequel because it was so successful in China. These movies are set in the Pacific. It makes sense that in the sequel, the Chinese would be more than just background characters. Now that said, the characters in Uprising, they're, well, let's get back to Evil Charlie Day.
I'm ending the world.
So Charlie Day's the head scientist of Shao Industries, right? The leading figure that pushes the drone program. He is, if anything, subservient to the CEO and founder of Shao, Li Wen Shao. Li Wen is cold and stern.
Say what? Sorry. She doesn't do the whole handshaking thing.
Charlie is afraid of her, basically, for the whole movie. It's pretty obvious they're 100% behind the evil Jaeger attack. They probably even killed Mako to stop the vote from going through. This is built up for half of the movie. And then Charlie Day turns evil. Li Wen Shao employed and trusted Charlie. She gave him free rein to create these drones. And yeah, while she was betrayed by Charlie, they're still responsible for this occurring in some way, right? Imagine an arrogant corporation getting its comeuppance by flying too close to the sun. Like Shao creates these drones and then the drones betray them. Typically, the movie would reflect on that. Show how their arrogance was kind of a bad thing. Yeah, that isn't what happens.
Most systems are online. Sending help.
Instead, after Charlie's betrayal, Li Wen Shao immediately solves the drone problem. She and her corporation distance themselves from Charlie, and then they become the protagonists. She becomes a protagonist. She becomes a fucking Jaeger pilot. I'm not saying Li Wen should have been blamed or punished for Charlie going rogue, but at least recognize the accidental contribution in some way. Maybe a character could have called Shao out for not being more alert about what Charlie was doing. Maybe Shao feels an immense amount of guilt for being bamboozled. Instead, we get nothing. Shao Industries is both an incredibly powerful corporation and also not at fault for the actions of Charlie. It seems like the movie expects the audience to just move forward, and if anything, cheer for Li Wen as she helps save the day.
Li Wen, are you reading this?
Autonomy automated death race. It was mute.
Pacific Rim 2 isn't just pandering to a market that liked the original. This is the only film I've ever seen where the all-powerful business is the protagonist. It's like the Wanda Group really did just purchase Legendary and rewrote the script to include a Chinese company that saves the world. Imagine if instead of the boys writing Vought as the soulless corporation that they were, Amazon forced the writers to make Vought the real heroes all along, and an equivalent of Jeff Bezos descends down to kick Homelander in the nuts. Or if Zuckerberg produced The Social Network, and the lesson of the movie is that Andrew Garfield was stupid and dumb. So now I guess the question we all have is who? Who the hell is responsible for this? As easy as it is to just blame studio interference or the director, the answer isn't that simple. There isn't a lot of information available, but the best insight I got was from one interview, in a video that, as of this recording, has less than 2,000 views, thanks to the channel Filmmaking and Fandom Station, by the way. So let's go back to the first movie. It's a major hit. The studio wants a sequel. Del Toro wants a sequel. And he's entirely on board. Wanted to direct and everything. But delays kept happening. Legendary were bought out by the Wanda Group, and this led to an internal shakeup which delays the project even further. A few years of delay, actually. And by now, Del Toro had already moved on to another project. Something about boning a fish. I don't know if you've heard of it. So Del Toro just kind of pushed Pacific Rim back to the studio, with a few suggestions and ideas, of course, but he's not in charge of anything at this point. The studio can do whatever they want, and they wanted to bring in someone new, someone who could both write and direct, a full creative vision for the new sequel, and in my opinion, someone who wasn't influential enough to push back on any decisions the studio wanted to make. So what the hell happened then? First, Del Toro's lack of involvement. The studio going ahead without his vision really should have killed this project from the start. That doesn't mean Del Toro contributed absolutely nothing. He actually did. There were a few ideas Del Toro had for an initial sequel that went into this movie. For one, Charlie being evil. Yeah, people's biggest complaint with this movie. That was something Del Toro discussed with Charlie for a sequel idea.
I'm just not feeling totally myself these days.
In the first draft of the movie, Raleigh was supposed to come back. Mako was supposed to die, and this scene would have been Raleigh failing to save Mako rather than John Boyega. Now, I'm just gonna say it, Mako dying like this is still stupid. She doesn't go out in a Jaeger, but as a passenger in a chopper. Like, what the hell? The Knight hints that maybe Mako isn't dead permanently. Like, he kind of does a hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I'm gonna interpret that as Mako coming back to life through some alien kaiju hijinks. So cool. Script is written up, everything's good to go. Well, Charlie Dunham has a schedule issue, so they have to rewrite another script with a different lead. They have a few ideas pitched around and none of them are going anywhere. So Del Toro comes on, and he has the idea for Idris Elba to have a son. John Boyega's character was a Del Toro creation, which even the director thought was strange because nobody mentioned this guy before. But that's why they wrote this elaborate backstory of them having a falling out. So John Boyega's character was just their best attempt at resolving a schedule dispute. DeKnight mentioned how a lot of the issues that he saw with the movie just came down to budget. He wanted Mako to have a lot more presence in the film, but in the end, she only got a few scenes. He kept bringing up how he was kind of powerless despite being the director, while also not blaming the studio at the same time. And in my opinion, this just sounds like a small director who doesn't want to lose any future job opportunities. It's really hard to say where his vision ends and the studio's begin. As much as we can talk about studio interference in China, sometimes a creative vision just isn't great. I can't imagine the studio told him to change everything about Pacific Rim. How the Jaegers fundamentally fight, having the camera move around like this, slow motion, and Dutch angles. So many Dutch angles. According to DeKnight, Del Toro told him to not make a Del Toro Pacific Rim, but to make his own. Which, while that is an incredibly nice thing to say, I kind of wish he didn't say it, because after he did, DeKnight went off to the races. DeKnight did end up differentiating Pacific Rim 2 from the original by just removing everything that people liked about the original. I guess it really is just a shame that Del Toro was never able to make the Pacific Rim sequel he wanted. Who knows? Pacific Rim could have went on to be a successful franchise. I mean, of course, assuming that a Del Toro sequel would have been good. Which, I mean, come on. Of course it would have, right? You know, when I was researching this, I came across this quote that Del Toro said like 3 years ago. It was his original idea for the sequel, which I'm just gonna read out verbatim. The villain was this tech guy that had invented basically sort of the internet 2.0, and then they realized that all his patents came to him one morning. And so little by little, they started putting together this, and they said, oh, he got them from the precursors, the guys that control the kaiju. And then we found out that the precursors are us, thousands of years in the future. Del Toro went on to explain, they're trying to terraform, trying to re-harvest the Earth to survive. Wow. And that we were in exo-biosuits that looked alien, but they were not. We were inside. And it was a really interesting paradox. Had Del Toro made Pacific Rim 2, the aliens were going to be revealed to be future humans the entire time. Humans sent the kaiju. You know, sometimes things just aren't meant to have sequels. Kaijus. Everyone likes kaijus. Robot fights of Pacific Rim, any version of Godzilla, serious or silly. And who doesn't love Gamera? I love Gamera. I talk a lot about giant monsters, how much I love them. But let's be honest. If you were stuck in any of these scenarios, it would be absolutely terrifying. Imagine if you were just going about your day and suddenly your entire life is uprooted by an incomprehensible beast. No context, no overhead view, you just witness the destruction the only way you can, on the ground. And so you film it. That is Cloverfield. For a time as a kid, Cloverfield was my favorite movie. When it came out, it had such an aura that couldn't be described. Every time I viewed it, I just had a sinking feeling. But there's a mystery to it. From its marketing to the hidden little details throughout the film, to the concept of just found footage in general. This was my first found footage movie, and it stuck with me like nothing else truly did. To me, it was entirely unique. It still kind of is. As the years went by, of course my opinion on the movie changed. The mystery element sadly faded away. You learn all about the behind the scenes, how it was directed by Matt Reeves and produced by J.J. Abrams, and T.J. Miller went on to be T.J. Miller. Eventually, you just kind of stop watching it. You move on, until you decide to watch it again for a silly YouTube channel. And yeah, after watching this movie again, I still love it, man. I can finally rant about this thing. Let's do it. When looking back at the big found footage movies, like Blair Witch, Paranormal Activity, and of course Cloverfield, they all have one thing in common: underground marketing, word of mouth. These movies only succeeded because it got people talking. Imagine if you were in the theaters in 2007, watching, say, Transformers, and this mysterious trailer begins to play. Then it ends. There isn't even a title, just a date. So, speculation began. Here's the thing, I didn't even pick Transformers as a joke. The first Cloverfield trailer premiered on Transformers opening weekend. Truly, this was a golden age of cinema. So what could this new movie be? Everyone had different ideas. The article I read to jog my memory on the whole thing mentioned how people speculated it was a new Godzilla movie. And I gotta say, while reading that, I had a flashback like in Ratatouille. I was one of those people that thought it was Godzilla. Other people had other ideas. In the first trailer, some guy says it's alive.
God, it's alive, it's huge!
And for some reason, people misheard that. They thought he said, it's a lion.
God, it's alive, it's huge!
For a few months after this trailer released, some people thought that this was the teaser for a Voltron movie, because part of Voltron is a lion. Anyway, the initial mystery took the internet by storm. Maybe it was Godzilla. Maybe it was Voltron. The only thing to go off of was that initial date in the teaser, 1/18/08.com. When you went to 1/18/08.com, you got these strange pictures. Today, we know that's T.J. Miller's face, but at the time, man, what could it mean? Spooky. This was the start of an ARG, an augmented reality game, created to drip feed information to internet sleuths. A mystery hunt involving various strange websites, this girl's blog, fake MySpace profiles, and even slushies. Oh boy, the slushies. This wasn't the first time an ARG hit the internet. Halo did it with ilovebees.com, and Gravity Falls fans spent months trying to find Bill Cipher's corpse. But this one was slightly different. This one told about...
And this better than the Waffle House? What you got right here?
Steak, cheese, egg, and toast.
Thank you. Hey, this better than the Waffle House?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Story. Each bit of information was a puzzle piece that fleshed out the Cloverfield world. Then sometimes information that wasn't tied to the ARG at all just took the community by storm. What was the concept of it? Was the monster actually a giant whale? So how much of the ARG actually played a part in the movie? Alright, so we're gonna go through this quick just in case anyone hasn't seen the movie in a while.
Welcome back to YouTube. So right now, zooming to Brandywine, Maryland right now. I got cancer. Right, just 4 days. We start thinking 2 days. Brandywine,
I really died right here. I fucking suck.
System
Here,
curtailed.
here looking for food, y'all. And I'm trying to like never in my
System restored.
life like this before. Julio, can I get one? Let me get a shooter. You have a shooter? Let me get 2 shooters. Addiction, bro. We're gonna save you for later, though. You guys know.
Electronic device
They
detected.
been crazy on the
Probably a
quad and shit,
computer.
y'all.
Check to see
I
if
ain't
there's
gonna
anything
lie,
useful
bro. I
in
ain't
there.
never rode a dirt bike before, bro. Let me know in the comments if you want to do
Download complete.
I'm trying to do
According
crazy
to this
shit like
report,
that.
Black Tusk was covertly supplying the hyenas with tech and weapons for months, just to keep the city at a
We just
constant
pulled up
boil.
to the
But
spot.
they aren't just
I think
stealing
what they
hyena
actually
supplies;
pulling up
they're
right
taking
now,
back
too.
their
Good, bro.
property.
How you feeling, man? You good?
You can't believe the Black Tusk was supplying the hyenas so hard.
You just want to get paid spot? For sure. Yeah, it's money. Yeah, this is my spot. So, y'all, we gonna go to this spot. Okay. This is carry out my old way. So what's the best thing here to get? The crab fries. Crab fries is crazy. They call them boss fries. Oh yeah. The catfish is good. I actually haven't been here physically in a minute. I always like this Uber Eats and shit. Okay. Yeah, that crazy. Got Uber. The crab fries, they don't want. They got the music. I ain't gonna lie, these boys is can I get fries? With shrimp and crab legs. Then can I get the fried turkey gut? And then can I get an extra side? See, that ain't before ever. Nah, this is my first time. You just get a salmon, right? Can I get a jerk? I get jerk. Let me just get a side of boss fries, but extra crab meat on it, and then a side hush puppy. So you have 2 large hush puppies, 2 boss fries, normal combo, 1 side boss fries, extra crab meat, the salmon, and then 3 minutes. No, I'm confused. Russell, what made you want to lead a YBN? My bad. Let's see. Why that's YBN? I mean, it was a number of reasons, though. Like groups. Because not even the Jackson 5. HB. I mean, I'm talking about music. My I'm talking about Griselda, Wu-Tang Clan. They all went in this solo shit, though. Flatbush Zombies. It's niggas going down.
Activity in the mall. I can't tell what they're up to.
I never recorded a song with all 3 of them. And it was like the business side of it was kind of like super fucked up, honestly. Niggas got into a big argument in fucking Europe. People say certain things that they can't take back. It's still love, but still some shit you just can't take. You know what I'm saying? Namir, that's still my homie like shit. Jay, I still fuck with, bro. Namir, like 2 niggas that oop, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful. You never thought about rapping? Hell no, that shit ain't my lane. When you like first starting, it's all putting in. You might not ever see the money you put back in. All the studio time, all that stuff, you can write it off on your taxes. Damn. At the end of the day, you're doing it for work. No, that's real. So if you watching this like
Find the source and cut it off.
Try to be a YouTuber, you buy all this equipment and it fails. I mean, write that shit off. That's alright. That's damn. I think about it now. Yeah. So you gotta pay studio time. You gotta pay whatever. You gotta this is doing a video to it. Nah, that's just a real picture. Oh, that's fine. This your kid? Yeah, I got 3. Oh, damn, that's fine.
Bypass encryption.
That's my boy Sean. He's in the one too. Oh yeah. We recorded this on my crib. What you say? Did you say every day is a struggle? Suck it up on the beat. Yeah. Wait, don't finish the line. Every day is a struggle, but you gotta suck it up. Find a beat because you know what I'm saying. I was trying to rap to make it out. Struggle to make money. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
System disrupted.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I told you on that blue snowball. Yeah. Now I gotta get rid of the blue snowball. Bruh. No mix, no master. I know. I know. It sound like organic. It was. Yeah. I know. A lot of people can't even say that. Saying that these professionals are done. This shit was in the crib.
System disrupted.
I recorded this shit with Pro Tools. Pro Tools? That's it.
System restored.
Yeah, you just didn't know what you're doing. What part of
Link has been disconnected. Good work.
So I can't even
I'll get our
judge it
tech
just
guys to
because
try and
when I
analyze
say
the
it
data they
sounds
were
bad,
pushing,
I ain't
but
talking
it looks
about
heavily
the song
encrypted.
is bad, what you
For
saying
now,
is bad. It
just
just
keep
literally like just sounds bad. So look, but also I will say this too. We listening in the iPhone, you know what I'm saying? But that's just true testament to whether it's a good mix or a good song. This right here, this was a studio. Okay. You see what I'm saying? You still in the okay. This is the other guy.
Still let me down.
I like the beat way. It sounds like somebody
whoever Lane is, sounds like he's waiting for you in the garage.
I like that way better, for sure.
Time
That's
to go say hello.
What year you record that?
2019.
Audacity in 2019 is
Crazy.
Nah, that's terrible.
Nah, but that was my
ashamed of yourself.
Nah, but that was my first time ever trying to mix stuff. My first time ever
For
trying to mix.
Audacity, bro, you better off. You're actually literally better off using your voice memo for recording.
Hell no.
But don't use Audacity. What he was using at the house.
But I swear he said some shit about it. He said some shit. I can tell it up. But I swear he was talking about it in one of his notes, bro.
Because this is say they got this is you having, nigga. I have a studio in my house, nigga. It's like 30 people working. You didn't use fucking Audacity.
But that's before he blew up,
So
though.
what I'm saying is, he probably used at least Pro Tools. Simply conjecture. I don't know. I've never met Pro. I had to see the video talking about. But as an artist, this nigga was done. If this nigga was using Audacity for a song that we all know, I am surprised. This nigga was not using Audacity for a song that we all know. You ever heard of
You don't listen to that.
I listen to that first song called 17. Yeah, very casual. I heard the joke he got with Jeff on that.
Sounded like a hell of a fight. Now, process of elimination says that K is in the arena.
But
which
that's
means heading to the
underrated,
old
bro.
hyena
That
drug
nigga
lab.
listen. That nigga not. So it's an order other than ours that's here right now that's getting that crab.
And he really want that crab, bro.
You can't scoop the crab off theirs and put it on ours.
That's what he looking like.
Nice little boil. Saucy as hell. This one got Alfredo in it too. Boss fries. Oh, well, that's the crab legs. I've seen them already, though. With the allocation of crab meat. I haven't had it before, actually. That's oh, yeah, that is a nice size.
The remaining black tusk have nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. K is cornered in the arena. Take her out.
Nice, tender. Cook well.
Requesting backup.
March 2013. Jerk salmon.
I haven't had it before, actually. Trying to get messy. Oh, yeah, that is a nice size shrimp.
Nice size shrimp.
Yeah.
Nice size shit in that junk too. They ain't evading.
Salmon hitting. Nice, tender. Cook well. Seasoned great. Now, if we gotta get creative, you gotta like just put the salmon, you know what I'm saying, with the boss fries. Now, if there was long crab meat, also what I would have done, I would have chopped up the salmon in little pieces and substituted. You know what I'm saying?
Chew it up in the junk.
Yeah.
do like some salmon balls fries.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good. So real buttery. Kind of hard though. You know, so.
You don't wait till food cool down a little bit before you eat it, because the hotness can take away the flavor. So you gotta take it off.
You just take away the flavor? But if
Because
you eat
it be so burning.
But if you eat it cold,
Not cold, I'm saying wait till it cool off. Like when I say cool off, meaning not fresh out the fucking oven.
like these Jones, bro, fresh out, so the fries are still crispy. Like if I let these cool off, it's gonna get soggy because they got all that ball sauce.
Even 1 minute, that's too much.
1 minute? You can't wait a second. Overall, this joint straight. Got good seasoning to it. The shrimp are a nice size.
Okay.
I wish they deveined the Jones, though. That's the only thing. Like they was all like lazy with it.
The second bite, not as good as first. It's okay.
Kind of disappointed.
6.5.
6.5. All right, y'all. So we leaving the crab balls right now. We pulling up to spot number 2, where they just brought us to this random little carry out. He said this is one of the best carry outs in the whole city.
So, bro, this shit smash. Fuck no.
System restored.
The food though, the chicken good though. Chicken nice.
Food good as shit, though. Food good as shit. We think he's out there. This my brother. Well, we're going to get this fifth grade. Carry out, whatever. Sneaky around. It's one of the best jumps. I ain't gonna lie. The Mumbo.
System malfunctioning.
You see it. I don't know what it is, y'all. The DMV, they always put this white through that, bro.
I don't know, man. It's just good. It's culture. It's just original. It's what it is. That's all shit every day.
So this is what you used to. Oh shit, thanks.
Yeah, for sure. That's why you see.
For sure. Okay. Oh, really? Too much.
We used to walk. Or the bill wine. Nah, man. The bill wine. Fuck the bill wine and shit like that. When we got after this shit, we stopped. Man. Oh, yeah. When we so you should go to that laundromat right over there. That's why I shot at the laundromat we used to go to. Okay.
So y'all school together?
Yeah, we got elementary school together. You know, both in 5th grade. Okay. That's all right. The third good Marshall Middle. You know, third that nigga was middle school with me. He just told me that shit a couple days ago. Right. I was up in the year, but didn't even know about seeing that nigga. He went to middle school. Man, crazy small world.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, now.
Feel that?
All hostiles neutralized. The arena's back under our control. Good work.
I'm school.
I feel like the DMV is so small that like everybody can know everybody a little bit. Like I never went to school with Simba, but I did do like just stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Transit, you ever been over there?
Nah, not really. I wasn't really in Moco like that for real. Until I like
It's not gonna be easy.
got older and
But I'll be
shit.
here
I
to
like
help you
visiting and
out.
shit. I
Godspeed.
was really
Good
on
luck.
here. Then I finished high school out in Waldorf like my last 2 years, so I graduated from out there. So really out here is like my heart and soul.
How'd you like Waldorf? They be getting a lot of hate, you know what I'm saying? Like the DMV and stuff like that.
I got a love-hate relationship with Waldorf because I moved out there like later because like I be saying, like this is where I was raised at. You know what I'm saying? Elementary school, middle school, high school. I moved out Waldorf later, so I say this to say I love Waldorf when I was out there. Like it was smooth. My wing hella high. You know, I like to wait for my shit to cool down, but fries always gonna hit. That's why niggas love the 3-wing mumbo sauce combination, fries, mumbo sauce, and everything. Cause it's just simple, bro. And it's gonna hit every time. It's consistent.
It is consistent.
Excuse me. It's just consistent, bro. Like some good shit.
Don't be messy though a little bit.
For sure. I am a little full though. I ain't gonna lie. We on some
Bro.
big back shit.
Well,
I'm full of
stuck
shit.
right now. I ain't gonna lie, I'm stuck.
Let's motherfucking. I'm gonna say that it's also good preservation food. It's gonna sound fucked up and on some like you fucked up out here. But if you gotta put this bitch in the air fryer, it ain't gonna taste that much different than when you got it fresh.
Nah, but
I only need a couple hours after.
I think you soak it with the mumbo sauce though. It ain't going. You know what I'm saying? The mumbo sauce gonna get all burnt up.
Potentially, very potentially. But this shit hot and ready. It's
Yo,
smooth.
man.
Money's worth your money.
It reminded me of the Hong Kong experience. That's what it tastes like, to be honest.
What?
When Baby 50 took me to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like. All right, y'all. So right now I'm in Bethesda. You see, look, I got the Do Baby on me. We pulling up to the studio. Corday had booked this session. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get that new album ready for y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for that. We about to go inside this joint real quick, bro. And we gonna see him make a song, I guess. I don't know. So we at the Bamboo Recording Studio. Brent Jones. Brent used to mix me back in the day, y'all. And then he got famous, moved with Corday, but now he's back in Maryland. See Corday back in Maryland. We here right now, y'all. Shit is mad like nostalgic, I ain't gonna lie. Baby. Good contraception method. You feel me? This right here is good. Like if you don't want kids, because I heard that this shit kills sperm cells. So you don't want to wear condoms, bro, because there's disease out there. But if you're not going to, because I know some of y'all stubborn, drink Mountain Dew. It's good for you. And there ain't no red 40s. It's quiet in here. Too quiet. I don't see nobody in this zone. Or they not even in the food. This shit mad trippy.
It's good, bro. It's pretty good. Good, bro.
That's why y'all was gone.
Like 12 a.m. records is over, bro. And that's the fact. Think about it. You right.
So what's the studio thought process? How do you know, like, make a song when you come up in here?
Can you do something with this? What'd you say, my bad, brother?
So how you